In the previous video, we had discussed about the aromatic compounds and like monosubstituted and disubstituted aromatic compounds. What would the nomenclature be? In this video, we are going to be talking about the presence of various functional groups and how it affects the name. So when benzene is substituted on another molecule, then it is denoted as a phenyl. It is denoted as phenyl group. This is because over here you have a triple bond, and here you have an aldehyde, and here you have an acid and a double bond. All of these chains form the parent chain, and the benzene is acting as a substituent. So in the first compound, CHO, that's the aldehyde group, gets more preference than the benzene ring. So here the numbering goes 1, 2 and 3, and the name of this compound is 3-phenyl because benzene is denoted as phenyl. Phenyl propan al. Al denotes an aldehyde. The next one, here you have an acid group. So the acid will obviously get the first priority. Then you have a double bond as well as the benzene ring, and it's a 3 carbon chain. So it's again 3-phenyl propanoic acid. Propan, it's not propan, sorry, it will since it has a double bond, prop 2 ene oic or propene oic acid. You can just write propenoic acid. So here we have a double bond and a acid and a phenyl benzene ring, so that acts as a substituent. In this case, when we were discussing about the presence of a double bond as well as a triple bond in a ring, or sorry, in a chain, I don't know if you know that or no. If you don't, you have to check. Do check out the video where we discussed about compounds having double and triple bonds. So in this case, first of all, the benzene ring is considered to be a double C double bond. It's considered to be an alkene. Okay, so an alkene will obviously get more priority over a double bond gets more priority over a triple bond. So the numbering starts from the carbon attached to the phenyl group and goes this way. So here the name of the compound would be 1-phenyl bute -ine. The next one, here in these compounds, these are basically disubstituted or tri-substituted. In these cases, the substituents are named are basically the positions are indicated by the number. So 1, 2. So 1, 2 dimethyl, has to be capital, dimethyl benzene. This is 1, 2, 3. So 1, 3 dichloro benzene. And this has 3 substituents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 3, 5 trinitro benzene. The next set of substituents, if you notice, when you have different substituents attached to the benzene ring, there is a certain change in the rule that gets followed. Here, the principal functional group gets position number 1. So in the first case, you have an alcohol, a methyl and a chlorine, right? So from what we know about selecting the order of the functional groups, we know that alcohol gets more priority. Then you have you have to number it in such a way that the others get the least numbers. So, oh, sorry, 4. So the name of the compound would be 4-chloro, that has to be arranged alphabetically, chloro, 2-methyl, methyl. The name of the compound is not going to be benzenol, but it's going to be phenol. Because this ring without CH3 and Cl is a phenol ring, and this compound is considered to be a basically a derivative of a phenol. So 4-chloro 2-methyl phenol. Similarly, in this case, between a methoxy group, an alcohol, and an aldehyde, the aldehyde is going to be the principal functional group, and so the name of this compound would be 4-hydroxy, because when it's a prefix, when alcohol is considered to be not the main substituent, it's going to be hydroxy. So 4-hydroxy 3-methoxy benzaldehyde. Because CHO attached to the benzene ring, and that's called as benzaldehyde. Next, here we have NH2, an ethyl group, and a bromine. So NH2 is going to be the principal substituent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is because of the lowest pair of, the first point of difference rule. If we numbered it this way, it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would have been at the position 3 and 6, and 3, 6, and 2, 5, between 3, 6, and 2, 5. 2, 5 is better. And so the name of the compound would be 5-bromo 2-ethyl aniline, which is basically NH2 with the benzene ring. So in the next set of compounds, there are different groups which are present, but they don't give any special name to the benzene ring. So they are basically numbered in such a way that they're in an alphabetical order. So the names are supposed to be in the alphabetical order, and the numbers are also arranged in the alphabetical order, provided the lowest locant rule does not get violated, or the first point of difference rule shouldn't get violated. So in the first case, you have bromine and chlorine. B comes before C, so 1, 2, and 3. So 1-bromo 3-chloro benzene. And the next one, here notice I've written the same compound twice rather. So here let's start from chlorine. So 1, this is chlorine, this is methyl, nitro. So obviously chlorine has to get the least position. But so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that means our chlorine is in the first position, nitro is in the third, and methyl is in the 6th. Suppose if we go in this direction, this becomes the second position, third, fourth, this will be the 5th. So you have 1, 2, and 5. And if, for example, we take the methyl group instead and number this, it becomes 1, 2, and 4. And obviously compared to 1 to 5, 1 to 4 is better, and that is why we consider this numbering and not this one. So the name of the compound would be 2-chloro 1-methyl nitro 4-nitrobenzene. And in the last set, you have when one of the substituent gives the benzene ring a special name, the compound is the derivative of that particular compound. So here OCH3 with a benzene ring means it's an aniline, sorry, an anisole. So here you will have OCH3 at the first position, second, third and fourth, and so the name would be 2-chloro 4-methyl anisole. When there is an OH group, it's a phenol. So we'll be numbering it from here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We don't do it this way because it'll be 4 and 5, which is obviously greater than 3 and 4. So third and the fourth position, you have methyl groups. Sorry. 3,4 dimethyl phenol. And in the last one, when there's an NH2 with a benzene ring, it's called an aniline, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have a methyl group in the second position, and in the fourth position you have an ethyl group. And because E comes before M, 4-ethyl 2-methyl aniline. With that, we complete the nomenclature of aromatic compounds, that is specifically for benzene rings. In the next video, we will be discussing about the in-text questions related to aniline. And the next video, we will be discussing about the in-text questions, and after that, we will be starting with a topic called isomerism. Do check it out.